What's going on, everybody? It is Alex from Everything for iPod, and today I have an unboxing of the brand new Samsung Galaxy S4. This has been one of the more anticipated smartphones of the year, and AT&T customers who pre-ordered this phone online were the first people to receive their phones in the mail today. The Samsung Galaxy S3 was a huge success, and because I didn't have one, I figured the S4 would be a great phone to transition to Android with. Now, before a lot of you freak out, no, I am not completely switching. I still have my iPhone. A majority of my videos will still be regarding the iPhone. I just personally want to try out Android. I'm going to be covering the S4 on my channel and doing a mixture between iOS and Android, but before any of you freak out, no, nothing on my channel will be changed. Taking a look at a few key specs of this phone, it is a 16GB version. It does obviously have 4G LTE. It also runs Android 4.2.2 Jelly Bean with TouchWiz UI. It has a 5-inch Full HD 1080p Super AMOLED display, a 1.9 GHz quad-core processor, and a 13-megapixel rear-facing camera, which I am super excited to try out. Now let's crack into the packaging, but before we do, you might be asking why the box looks the way it does. Well, first of all, it has a really nice wood grain look to it, and that goes along with the nature theme of TouchWiz UI, which is Samsung's version of the Android overlay, and also the box is made out of recycled materials and printed with soy ink, so again, relating to earth-friendly and nature. Now I'm going to crack the lid off of the box and we can see exactly what is included and take a look at the phone itself. So right on top you see a quick start guide provided by AT&T. You will get this if you order with AT&T, however I can't guarantee if you order with Verizon or any other carrier or straight through Samsung that you are going to get some sort of quick start guide. Really just tells you how to use the features. I probably won't be needing that, but it's nice to have, and I'm not exactly sure why it only relates to AT&T, but we do see some AT&T logos all over the packaging and one on the phone. Here we have texting and driving, it can wait, which is pretty standard on AT&T shipments now. You can see the removable back on the back is actually already off, and then I have my SIM card under there, which is already popped out and inserted into the phone. Going back into the box to see exactly what is included, you just pull this little tray out, there's nothing in there, and then pull this little flap up and you can see all of the accessories. So first off, we have our instruction manual with a little guide that says how to switch your contacts over to the S4. You can do that online by going to the link that is on that card there. Pretty nice that they include that, maybe I'll be checking that out. We also have our standard Samsung earbuds in here, and they do have a removable tip. However, there aren't extra tips included in the packaging. So I'm assuming you can use just a generic tip or buy more online, but it's pretty nice that they include that. You also have your micro USB cable for charging, as well as your USB power brick, which will be country specific. I, of course, live in the US, so that's why you see the United States prongs. And then lastly, in the packaging, we have our 2600 milliamp battery sitting in there. So the battery is removable. That's a pretty big battery compared to most smartphones. Not quite as big as the Note 2, but you should be able to get some really good battery life out of that. Moving back to the phone, as you can see, I went for the black version. There is also a white version of this phone, and there might be other colors coming later, like with the S3, there was a red version, which was an AT&T exclusive that launched a few months after the other versions of the phone launched. So here you can see the removable back door with your micro SD card, as well as your SIM card slots, and this place for the removable battery. I'm just going to insert the battery, start the phone up, and then go through the setup process. Now to actually power on the phone, I'm just going to hold the power button, which if you're kind of familiar with iOS devices, it's actually on the right-hand side of the phone, which after a few minutes of use, I've already found a little bit more convenient having that power button on the right-hand side of the phone versus up top. So as you can see, we have our Samsung Galaxy S4, as well as Samsung animations, as well as AT&T animations pop up on the screen. There isn't too much AT&T branding on the Samsung Galaxy S4. There is a little bit in the startup screen as well as one little logo on the back, but it's not very intrusive like with other devices from Samsung. If you get it with a different carrier, such as Verizon, they actually have their logo on the home button. So overall, it's not that bad, the branding. Something I never really love on phones is carrier branding, but it's something you have to deal with. I'm going to just skip through the setup process as quickly as possible. I don't really think you need to sit through the entire thing, and I'm going to get straight into Android 4.2.2. So after the setup process, here we are inside of Android 4.2.2 with TouchWiz. Overall, the screen and the device feels very solid. I'm very impressed with it so far. Let me know down in the comments below what kind of coverage you would like to see with this device. Let me know if you want speed tests, comparisons. Let me know all of that. Again, my videos aren't going to be changing. I still have my iPhone 5. I'm still going to be making a ton of videos on that. This is just to kind of change it up a little bit, give you guys some more content. I know a lot of you were wanting to see the S4 as well as Android coverage. So again, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button as well as subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my future content. Thanks, and I'll catch you in my next video.